Today's project, well, it'll probably be a 2 or 3 day project. Gonna pull this flatbed that I built for this orange truck off and put a new used CM bed on it. We broke the ball out of this one last winter and it's pretty well rusted out, so I built it. It's been on for 12 years, so got my use out of it, so it just wasn't worth redoing and saving. Took a couple hours this morning, but got the old flatbed gooseneck hitch and the receiver hitch off the orange truck. Kind of bittersweet. It'd be nice to have a new one on there that all the lights work and the gooseneck ball isn't broke, but I like that flatbed. It was set up pretty nice for mechanicing and the work that we do. And then while we were at it, we started another project. This tilt deck trailer, the hinges were greasable, but we never knew they were greasable under there, so the welds broke out and it was just kind of sitting there crooked, so we cut the old hinge pins out, have some new ones, and we pulled the deck off of it. And it had a little bit of a bow, so we blocked it up and parked the skid steer on it and took some of the bow out. And then these fenders were just not a very good design. Rocks and dirt got in there and broke them out, so I'm gonna get some angle iron and straighten them and weld it all up and get this thing cleaned up a little bit. It just needs a little TLC.
I got all the cows in. I'm on work duty today. Setting up for Bangs vaccinating. Brindle's supervising. We have the EID tag reader, so after we tag them, we scan them, and then my technician writes down their current ranch tag to correlate with the EID, and then when they're preg tested next year and get re-tagged, we can correlate the new tag, old tag, and their EIDs. Bangs vaccinating is actually brucellosis vaccine. We have to protect our female cows against this nasty disease that causes abortions. The Alcon bison carry it, so they are at risk. They get their vaccine, and then I put a tattoo in their right ear. It's R shield and then the number of the year. So this group is getting R shield 3, and then I re-put the ink in to get a nice tattoo. And then I have Reece do the EID tag in the left ear. I usually make my producers do it, so then it goes where they want it. And then they don't whine at me if they fall out, because it was their fault, which makes me feel better.
Gate down there shut. Shut it.
heifers are a little wily. You gotta be careful. I do have a vet friend who got a black eye one year from getting hit by one of them. Some producers will hold their head for you to just go quicker and stay safer. We did about 100 head of heifers. Reece kept quite a few this year. You can also see the luteolice right here in the front of the frame. We like to luteolice all the heifers at this time because they have been with the bulls, so we don't want them to get pregnant at this point in their lives.
Took Betsy's car to town because, well, my truck's hooked to a trailer. Check calves. Now we're chasing calves with the car to try to get this heifer back. See how this ends. Took a little bit, but we finally got him in. Sure is a pretty sky tonight. Windy, but it's kind of a cool evening. Sunset. Got the frame rails and subframe for the flatbed mounted. It was the wrong width rails, so I had to cut them off of the used flatbed I bought and re-weld them all on there, but it's getting close. We'll set this flatbed on and weld it down and it'll be done. Took about 3 or 4 days to wrap this project up. Not that much time, but by the time you go do other things for a while and come back to it, took a while, but it's done and worked for a work bed. It was used when I got it, but in pretty good shape. So we got it welded on. And then these boxes came with it, but with the way the fuel fill works on the other side, it had to be back about 7 inches, and I didn't like the way that looks, so I built those little skirts there to put on the front to just make it look a little cleaner. But got it all wired up and bolted and welded on, so should be a good bed for a while. I've got a plan for the front of it for toolboxes and fuel tanks, but that'll be a later project. I'm not sure if I will put my boxes from the other one on the top and then build a new fuel tank to go in between, or build a short fuel tank for the front and then build a rolling box for the back. Got to decide between the two, but turned out pretty good. It'll be nice to have this back with a gooseneck ball in it. If you watched probably our second or third video, you can see when this truck rolled back through an archway and bent and broke that B&W ball out of the old one. So right there you can see where that box had to be back for the fuel filler to have some slope down to the fuel tank. Orange truck is back in business. Had a little bit of work to it this year, put a clutch in it, new flatbed, but still a good old truck. Also got the tilt deck trailer wrapped up, back working order. Cleaned up the paint where it was rusted on some of these light areas. Did some wiring to it, put some new lights in that were broke. And the biggest thing is we got these fenders all welded back on. Before they were pretty floppy and had gaps there, so I straightened them. Put that angle iron in there and then repainted them. Just kind of cleaning it up a bit. Got those new hinges welded in and some of the bow taken out of it. So it should be good to go for a while. It's a handy trailer for the skid steer and mini excavator. Then while we're in the process of fixing trailers, this Titan gooseneck will be the next one that we redo. It's just in really tough shape. It needs to be sandblasted and repainted. And then the deck is actually broke out on the other side. Needs new decking boards, and then the dovetail ramps are getting in bad shape. So stay tuned. This will be the next couple of weeks. I'll probably start stripping this down and rebuilding it. Thanks for watching, and tune in for our next video. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe. We're getting close to that 1,000 mark. Hope to hit that milestone soon. So maybe we'll do a giveaway or something exciting to celebrate that. But happy holidays and thanks for watching.